Ladies and gentlemen, I want to begin today by reminding you of something incredibly powerful. You are worthy. You are deserving of respect, love, and peace. But to truly experience those things, you must first learn to respect yourself. Too often, we let the opinions of others, the mistakes of our past, or the challenges in front of us determine our worth. But in this new year, in 2025, I want to encourage you to take a bold step. It's time to respect yourself enough to walk away from what no longer serves you, to walk away from negativity, from toxic environments, and from people who don't value your worth. As we stand on the edge of a new year, there's no better time to let go of the past and embrace the future with a heart full of respect for who you truly are. You are not defined by your struggles, your failures, or your setbacks. You are defined by your ability to rise above them, to walk away from anything that holds you back, and to step into the greatness that is waiting for you. Self-respect is one of the most important qualities a person can possess. It is the foundation on which a healthy, fulfilling life is built. Without self-respect, you can find yourself constantly seeking approval from others, compromising your values, and settling for less than you deserve. When you respect yourself, you recognize your own worth and acknowledge that you are deserving of love, happiness, and success, regardless of external circumstances. Self-respect isn't about being perfect or flawless. It's about valuing who you are as a person, accepting your imperfections, and never allowing anyone to treat you less than you are worth. Self-respect starts with understanding that you have intrinsic value, that your thoughts, feelings, and boundaries matter. In the world we live in, it can be easy to get caught up in the expectations and demands of others. The pressure to conform, to meet societal standards, or to live up to other people's expectations can sometimes overshadow our sense of self. But when you respect yourself, you take ownership of your life and make choices based on what is right for you, not what others think you should do. One of the first steps towards self-respect is learning to set boundaries. Boundaries are essential because they allow you to protect your emotional and mental well-being. Without boundaries, people may take advantage of your time, energy, and kindness. You may find yourself constantly accommodating others, even at the expense of your own happiness. Setting healthy boundaries is a sign of self-respect. It shows that you value your own needs and are willing to stand firm in ensuring that your personal space, time, and energy are honored. This doesn't mean being selfish or unwilling to help others, but it means understanding that you can't give from an empty cup. Self-respect also involves treating yourself with kindness. Often we are our harshest critics. We make mistakes, we face failures, and we sometimes fall short of our own expectations. But when you respect yourself, you don't let those setbacks define you. Instead, you acknowledge them as part of your growth and treat yourself with compassion. You understand that mistakes are a natural part of life and that they do not diminish your value. When you respect yourself, you learn to forgive yourself and move forward with a renewed sense of purpose. Another key aspect of self-respect is the ability to say no when necessary. Too often we say yes to things that don't align with our values or that drain our energy simply because we fear disappointing others or causing conflict. But when you respect yourself, you recognize that it's okay to say no. Saying no is not an act of rejection or hostility. It's an act of self-preservation. By saying no, you are honoring your time, your needs, and your emotional well-being. You are taking control of your life and making choices that support your growth and happiness. Respecting yourself also means recognizing your own worth in relationships. Many people make the mistake of staying in relationships, whether personal or professional, that don't honor their value. They tolerate disrespect, mistreatment, or neglect because they don't believe they deserve better. But when you truly respect yourself, you never settle for less than what you deserve. You recognize that you are worthy of healthy, supportive relationships, and you are willing to walk away from anything that does not uplift or contribute to your happiness. It's important to surround yourself with people who appreciate you for who you are, who encourage your growth, and who respect your boundaries. Self-respect means never allowing anyone to diminish your worth or treat you as anything less than what you truly are. It's also crucial to understand that self-respect involves taking care of yourself, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. This means prioritizing your health, nurturing your passions, and investing in your personal development. You cannot give your best to the world if you are not taking care of yourself. Self-respect means putting yourself first when necessary, recognizing that your well-being is essential to your ability to be the best version of yourself. It means making time for rest, self-care, and activities that nourish your soul. When you respect yourself, you understand the importance of balance and the need to nurture every effect of your being. Finally, self-respect is a constant practice. It's not something you achieve once and then forget about. It's something you must nurture daily. It requires ongoing self-awareness, reflection, and growth. As you evolve and face new challenges, you will be faced with opportunities to either strengthen or diminish your self-respect. Every decision you make, every word you speak, and every action you take is a reflection of how much you respect yourself. The more you practice self-respect, the more you will see its impact on your life. You will attract healthier relationships, greater opportunities, and a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment. Self-respect is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It is the key to living a life of authenticity, empowerment, and happiness. When you respect yourself, you set the standard for how others should treat you. You no longer settle for less than you deserve because you know your worth. It's time to stop letting fear or insecurity hold you back from living the life you were meant to live. Respect yourself enough to say no to the things that don't serve you, to walk away from relationships that don't honor you, and to stand up for your own needs. When you respect yourself, you unlock the door to a life of purpose, fulfillment, and true happiness. Walking away from toxicity is one of the most powerful decisions you can make for your well-being. Toxicity can take many forms, whether it's in relationships, work environments, friendships, or even within yourself. The key to living a life of peace and fulfillment is learning to recognize toxic situations and having the courage to walk away from them. Staying in toxic environments or relationships only drains your energy, stifles your growth, and keeps you from reaching your full potential. It's important to understand that walking away is not a sign of weakness. It's an act of self-preservation and strength. You deserve to be in spaces that nourish your soul, support your growth, and help you thrive. Walking away from toxicity is not always easy, but it is always worth it. The first step in walking away from toxicity is acknowledging it. Often we get caught up in situations where the signs of toxicity are right in front of us, but we fail to recognize them. We may become so accustomed to negative energy, drama, or unhealthy dynamics that we accept them as the norm. Toxicity can appear in many different ways: constant criticism, manipulation, belittling, dishonesty, or emotional abuse. These behaviors chip away at your self-esteem and prevent you from living your life with clarity and peace. It's essential to be aware of these signs and trust your instincts when something doesn't feel right. If you're constantly feeling drained, stressed, or undervalued in a particular situation, it's a sign that it may be time to walk away. Walking away from toxicity is also about setting boundaries. Boundaries are not walls to isolate you from others. They are healthy guidelines that protect your mental and emotional well-being. In toxic relationships or environments, boundaries are often crossed or ignored. People may take advantage of your kindness, time, or energy without giving anything in return. When you respect yourself, you set clear boundaries that communicate what is acceptable and what is not. If someone consistently violates those boundaries, walking away may be the only option. Setting boundaries is not just about saying no to others. It's about saying yes to yourself, your needs, and your well-being. Another key aspect of walking away from toxicity is recognizing that you cannot change others. This is a hard truth for many people, especially if you're someone who likes to help or fix things. You may feel a sense of responsibility for someone else's behavior or believe that if you just try hard enough, you can make them better. But the reality is, you cannot change someone who does not want to change. You cannot fix someone who is unwilling to do the work necessary for their own growth. If you continue to stay in a toxic situation with the hope that things will improve, you're only prolonging your own suffering. Sometimes, walking away is the most loving thing you can do for both yourself and the other person. It allows you to free yourself from an unhealthy situation, and it may even give the other person the space they need to reflect and make changes on their own. Walking away from toxicity requires courage. It's easy to sit you in situations that are familiar, even if they're unhealthy. Fear of the unknown, fear of judgment, or fear of being alone can hold you back from making the necessary changes in your life. But when you gather the courage to walk away, you create space for something better. It's important to remember that walking away does not mean you're giving up. It means you are choosing to prioritize your happiness, peace, and mental health. It means you are choosing to no longer tolerate disrespect or mistreatment. It takes strength to walk away from something familiar, but that strength is what allows you to step into a life that is more aligned with your values and your worth. Sometimes walking away means cutting ties with people you once cared about. This can be one of the most difficult decisions, especially if you have deep emotional connections with someone. However, you must ask yourself, is this relationship bringing you joy, growth, and support, or is it draining you, causing you pain, and holding you back from being the best version of yourself? Love should not feel like a constant battle, and healthy relationships should bring out the best in you. If someone is repeatedly causing you harm, undermining your confidence, or engaging in toxic behaviors, it's okay to walk away. You are not obligated to stay in relationships that no longer serve your well-being. Walking away is not an act of hatred, it's an act of self-respect and self-love. In some cases, walking away from toxicity may also mean changing your environment. If you find yourself in a work environment that is full of negativity, backstabbing, or unhealthy competition, it may be time to seek a change. Sometimes we get stuck in toxic work cultures because we feel like there's no other option. Or we convince ourselves that it's just a temporary phase. But staying in a toxic work environment can impact your mental and physical health, and it can stifle your career growth. Walking away from a toxic workplace allows you to preserve your well-being and open the door to better opportunities. It's important to remember that your peace and happiness are more important than any job or title. When you prioritize your mental and emotional health, you'll find that the right opportunities will come your way. Walking away from toxicity also means releasing any negative self-talk or self-destructive behaviors. Sometimes the most toxic relationship we have is the one with ourselves. We may be our own worst critic, constantly undermining our worth, doubting our abilities, and believing that we are not enough. The key to walking away from this internal toxicity is to recognize your own value and treat yourself with the same compassion and kindness that you would offer a friend. Self-love and self-respect are essential for living a life free of toxicity. When you value yourself, you make choices that align with your worth and prioritize your well-being. Walking away from toxicity is a necessary act of self-care and self-respect. It's about recognizing when something is no longer serving you and choosing to let go in order to make room for healthier, more fulfilling experiences. The courage to walk away opens the door to personal growth, peace, and a life filled with positive energy. Letting go of what holds you back is one of the most freeing and transformative decisions you can make in life. We often hold on to things, whether they are physical possessions, past experiences, unhealthy relationships, or limiting beliefs because we feel they are a part of who we are, or we fear that without them we won't be able to move forward. But in reality, holding on to what no longer serves us can keep us stuck in a cycle of stagnation and prevent us from embracing the fullness of life. Letting go is not about forgetting or erasing the past. It's about releasing the emotional and mental weight that drags us down, allowing us to make room for new opportunities, growth, and peace. Letting go is essential for personal development, and it's a necessary step toward creating the life you truly want. One of the most challenging aspects of letting go is the attachment to the past. We often cling to past experiences because they shape our identities, and we sometimes feel that letting go would mean losing a part of ourselves. Whether it's a past failure, a mistake, a relationship that ended, or a missed opportunity, we may hold on to these events out of fear that they define who we are. But the truth is, your past does not dictate your future. Every mistake is a lesson, every failure is an opportunity to grow, and every loss is a chance to make room for something better. When you let go of the emotional baggage attached to these past experiences, you free yourself from the limiting beliefs that keep you from stepping into your future. You give yourself permission to grow, to learn, and to evolve. One powerful way to let go of what holds you back is by recognizing the impact of negative thought patterns. Many of us carry around beliefs and thoughts that limit our potential. These might include thoughts like, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, or I don't deserve happiness. These beliefs are often rooted in past experiences or the opinions of others, and they shape how we see ourselves in the world around us. However, when we allow these thoughts to dictate our actions, we remain trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and fear. Letting go of these limiting beliefs is one of the most powerful ways to move forward. It requires acknowledging that these beliefs are not truths, but stories we've told ourselves, and choosing to rewrite those stories. When you let go of limiting beliefs, you open up a world of possibilities. You begin to see yourself as capable, deserving, and worthy of success and happiness. Another key area where letting go is necessary is in the realm of relationships. Many people hold on to relationships that are unhealthy or no longer serve them out of fear of being alone, fear of change, or a sense of obligation. We may stay in friendships, romantic relationships, or even professional relationships simply because we are comfortable, even if those relationships bring us more pain than joy. Letting go of toxic or unfulfilling relationships is essential for your emotional well-being. It doesn't mean you don't care about the person. It means that you respect yourself enough to acknowledge that the relationship is not supporting your growth. Sometimes the hardest part of letting go is realizing that people who were once important in your life no longer align with your values or contribute positively to your journey. But when you let go of these relationships, you create space for healthier connections with people who uplift you, support your dreams, and encourage your growth. In addition to letting go of past experiences and relationships, it's also crucial to release the fear of failure. Many people hold themselves back from pursuing their dreams and goals because they are afraid of failing. This fear can be paralyzing, causing them to play it safe, avoid risks, or never take the leap towards something they truly want. But failure is not the end. It's a natural part of the learning process. Every successful person has failure at some point, and it is through failure that they learned, adapted, and ultimately succeeded. Letting go of the fear of failure means embracing the idea that failure is not something to be feared, but something to be learned from. It means taking risks, stepping outside of your comfort zone, and trusting that you are capable of handling whatever challenges come your way. When you release the fear of failure, you unlock your true potential and become willing to pursue the life you desire with courage and confidence. Letting go also involves shedding the need for perfection. Many people get stuck in the idea that they have to do everything perfectly in order to be successful, loved, or accepted. This pursuit of perfection can lead to constant dissatisfaction, stress, and a fear of making mistakes. But perfection is an illusion. No one is perfect, and the pursuit of perfection often leads to inaction and self-criticism. Letting go of the need to be perfect means accepting that you are enough just as you are, and that making mistakes is part of the process of growth. It means embracing the idea that progress is more important than perfection, and that every step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward your goals. When you let go of perfectionism, you free yourself from unrealistic expectations and allow yourself to enjoy the journey of growth and achievement. Additionally, letting go requires releasing control. Many people try to control every aspect of their lives, from their careers to their relationships to the outcomes of their efforts. While it's important to take responsibility for your actions and decisions, it's equally important to recognize that there are things outside of your control. You cannot control the actions of others, the timing of events, or the challenges that life throws at you. Letting go of the need to control everything means learning to trust the process and surrender to the flow of life. It means accepting that not everything will go as planned, but that doesn't mean you can't still move forward with faith and confidence. When you let go of control, you make space for spontaneity, creativity, and the unexpected blessings that come your way. Ultimately, letting go is an act of self-love and self-care. It is about recognizing that you deserve to live a life that aligns with your desires and your true potential. Letting go is not always easy. It requires courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to face the discomfort that comes with change. But it is one of the most important steps you can take toward creating a life that is fulfilling, joyful, and aligned with your highest self. When you let go of what holds you back, you free yourself to step into a future filled with limitless possibilities. Embracing your worth and value is a transformative act that has the power to change every aspect of your life. Too often we underestimate ourselves, overlook our strengths, and allow external circumstances to dictate how we feel about ourselves. Whether it's the opinions of others, past failures, or societal expectations, it's easy to lose sight of our inherent value. But when you truly embrace your worth, you step into your power. You begin to make choices that reflect your true potential, and you align your actions with the understanding that you are deserving of all the good things life has to offer. Embracing your worth isn't just about self-acceptance. It's about recognizing that you are a unique individual with a set of gifts, talents, and qualities that make you valuable. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone because it is inherent within you. The first step in embracing your worth is recognizing that your value is not determined by external validation. Many people tie their self-worth to external factors such as their achievements, appearance, or the approval of others. We often measure our value by what others think of us or how successful we are in comparison to those around us. But the truth is, your worth is not conditional on these things. You are valuable simply because you exist. Your worth comes from who you are as a person, not from what you accomplish or how others perceive you. When you begin to understand this, you free yourself from the need for constant validation. You stop seeking approval from others because you already know that you are enough. Embracing your worth also means accepting your flaws and imperfections. Nobody is perfect, and that includes you. We all have our weaknesses, quirks, and things we wish we could change about ourselves. But when you embrace your worth, you accept these imperfections as part of who you are. You don't let them define you, but you acknowledge that they are a part of your human experience. Embracing your imperfections allows you to be kinder to yourself, to forgive yourself for mistakes, and to let go of the need to be flawless. When you accept yourself as you are, you stop holding yourself to unrealistic standards, and you begin to appreciate yourself for the unique person you are. Another essential aspect of embracing your worth is setting healthy boundaries. When you value yourself, you recognize the importance of protecting your time, energy, and emotional well-being. Boundaries are not about shutting people out or being selfish. They are about understanding what you need in order to thrive and ensuring that others respect those needs. People who respect their own worth are willing to say no when necessary, to stand up for themselves, and to prioritize their own well-being. Setting boundaries allows you to create a space where you can grow, heal, and pursue your goals without being drained by the demands of others. When you set healthy boundaries, you show the world that you value yourself enough to protect your peace. Embracing your worth also involves recognizing and celebrating your strengths. Too often we focus on what we lack or what we wish we could do better. But this mindset keeps us stuck in a place of self-doubt. When you embrace your worth, you take time to acknowledge the things you are good at and the qualities that make you unique. You celebrate your achievements no matter how big or small, and you recognize that each step you take is a reflection of your growth and potential. By celebrating your strengths, you build confidence in yourself and in your ability to achieve your goals. You begin to believe that you are capable of accomplishing great things because you understand that your strengths are an essential part of your success. Embracing your worth also means letting go of toxic relationships and environments that undermine your value. When you understand your worth, you no longer tolerate being around people who do not respect or appreciate you. You no longer settle for relationships that drain your energy or make you feel inferior. Instead, you seek out connections with people who uplift you, support your dreams, and see your value. By surrounding yourself with positive, empowering relationships, you reinforce your sense of self-worth and create a network that encourages your growth and success. It's important to recognize that you deserve relationships that nurture and inspire you, not those that leave you feeling drained or unimportant. One of the most powerful ways to embrace your worth is to take ownership of your life and your choices. Many people struggle with self-worth because they feel like their lives are controlled by external circumstances or the actions of others. But when you embrace your worth, you recognize that you have the power to shape your own life. You take responsibility for your choices, actions, and mindset. You stop waiting for permission or approval, and you start making decisions that align with your values and desires. Embracing your worth means trusting yourself and your ability to navigate life's challenges. It means stepping into your power and confidently pursuing the life you want to create. Embracing your worth also involves taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally. When you value yourself, you make self-care a priority. You recognize that taking care of your body, mind, and spirit is essential to your well-being and success. This might mean getting enough rest, eating nutritious food, engaging in activities that bring you joy, or seeking support when you need it. Self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity for maintaining your physical and mental health. When you care for yourself, you are better equipped to take on life's challenges and show up as the best version of yourself. Lastly, embracing your worth means forgiving yourself and letting go of past mistakes. Everyone has made mistakes and no one is without flaw. However, many people struggle with guilt, shame, or regret over their past actions. They allow their mistakes to define them and prevent them from moving forward. But when you embrace your worth, you understand that your past does not define your future. You forgive yourself for your mistakes, learn from them, and move forward with a renewed sense of purpose. You recognize that you are worthy of love, success, and happiness, no matter what you've done or where you've been. Embracing your worth means letting go of the past and embracing the future with an open heart and mind. Embracing your worth is a journey, one that requires self-awareness, self-compassion, and a willingness to let go of limiting beliefs. It's about recognizing that you are enough as you are, and that you deserve to live a life that aligns with your true potential. When you embrace your worth, you step into your power and create a life that reflects the incredible value you bring to the world. Moving forward with confidence means stepping into the future with the belief that you are capable of achieving your goals, handling challenges, and navigating life's ups and downs. Confidence is not just about feeling good about yourself on the surface, it's about believing in your abilities and trusting that you have the strength and resilience to overcome obstacles. When you move forward with confidence, you are not paralyzed by fear, doubt, or uncertainty. You take action, make decisions, and move towards your goals with a sense of purpose and determination. Confidence allows you to face life's challenges head on, knowing that even if things don't go as planned, you have the inner resources to adapt and keep moving forward. One of the most important aspects of moving forward with confidence is understanding that confidence is built through action, not perfection. Often, people wait for the right time or for everything to be perfect before taking the first step towards their goals. However, this mindset can lead to procrastination and inaction. Confidence is not about waiting for the ideal conditions, it's about taking imperfect action. It's about moving forward even when you don't have all the answers, trusting that you will figure things out along the way. Every step you take, no matter how small, build your confidence because it proves to you that you are capable of making progress. The more you act, the more confidence you gain and the more willing you become to take on even bigger challenges. Another key aspect of moving forward with confidence is learning to trust yourself. Many people struggle with self-doubt, second-guessing their decisions and seeking validation from others. This lack of trust in yourself can hold you back from taking bold actions and pursuing your dreams. Trusting yourself means believing that you are capable of making sound decisions and navigating challenges even when things feel uncertain. It's about trusting your instincts, your abilities, and your judgment. When you trust yourself, you are more likely to take risks and step outside your comfort zone because you know that no matter what happens, you have the strength to handle it. Self-trust is the foundation of confidence, and it grows stronger as you continue to take actions that align with your values and goals. Moving forward with confidence also means embracing a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that you can improve, learn, and develop through effort, practice, and perseverance. People with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as insurmountable obstacles. They believe that failure is not a reflection of their worth, but rather a stepping stone on the path to success. When you move forward with confidence, you adopt a growth mindset that allows you to view setbacks as temporary and surmountable. You understand that mistakes and failures are part of the process and they do not define your abilities or potential. With a growth mindset, you are more resilient, adaptable, and willing to embrace new challenges because you believe in your capacity to learn and improve. One of the key factors in moving forward with confidence is letting go of fear and doubt. Fear is a natural response to uncertainty, but when it becomes a constant presence in your life, it can hold you back from taking action and pursuing your goals. Fear often manifests as the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, or the fear of not being good enough. These fears can paralyze you, making you hesitant to take the next step. However, moving forward with confidence means acknowledging your fears without letting them control you. It means taking action despite your fears and choosing to focus on the potential rewards rather than the possible risks. When you face your fears head on and take action anyway, you build resilience and confidence. You prove to yourself that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way, and that fear does not have to dictate your decisions or your future. Another important aspect of moving forward with confidence is surrounding yourself with positive influences and support. Confidence can be nurtured by the people you surround yourself with, as their energy, encouragement, and belief in you can strengthen your own sense of self-belief. Surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, support your dreams, and challenge you to grow is essential for building lasting confidence. Positive influences can help you stay motivated, focused, and resilient, even in the face of challenges. They can also provide you with constructive feedback and guidance, helping you stay on track as you pursue your goals. When you surround yourself with the right people, you create an environment that nurtures your confidence and encourages you to keep moving forward, even when things get tough. Moving forward with confidence also requires taking responsibility for your actions and decisions. People who are confident do not blame others or make excuses when things don't go as planned. Instead, they take ownership of their choices and outcomes, learning from their mistakes and using them as opportunities for growth. Taking responsibility empowers you to make positive changes in your life because it shifts the focus from external circumstances to your own actions. When you take responsibility for your life, you are no longer a passive observer, but an active participant in creating your reality. This mindset shift is essential for building confidence because it reinforces the belief that you have the power to shape your life and make things happen. Confidence is also strengthened by practicing self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on yourself when things don't go the way you expect, but being kind to yourself is essential for maintaining confidence. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and patience that you would offer a close friend. When you make mistakes or face setbacks, self-compassion allows you to bounce back quickly and continue moving forward. Instead of criticizing yourself or dwelling on your failures, you acknowledge the situation, learn from it, and move on. This mindset helps to preserve your confidence because it prevents you from getting stuck in negative thought patterns and self-doubt. One of the most powerful ways to move forward with confidence is to focus on progress rather than perfection. Many people hesitate to move forward because they feel they are not yet good enough or they fear making mistakes. However, the key to building confidence is to embrace progress over perfection. Every small step forward is a success, and each step builds momentum toward your larger goals. When you focus on progress, you celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, and you recognize that each step brings you closer to your ultimate vision. This shift in mindset allows you to move forward with confidence, knowing that you are making progress and that perfection is not the goal. The goal is growth, learning, and moving forward in the direction of your dreams. Ultimately, moving forward with confidence means trusting in your potential, taking action, and embracing the challenges that come your way. It's about believing in yourself and your ability to navigate life's obstacles, knowing that you have the strength and resilience to succeed. Confidence is not something you are born with, it is something you cultivate through experience, self-belief, and the willingness to take action. When you move forward with confidence, you are not only creating a path toward your goals, but you are also building the foundation for a fulfilling and empowered life. Recognizing that change is necessary for growth is an essential step toward creating a more fulfilling and successful life. Change can be daunting, and many of us naturally resist it, fearing the unknown, the discomfort, or the effort it may require. However, growth cannot occur without change. Life is constantly evolving, and to stay aligned with our true potential, we must be willing to adapt, learn, and transform. Change is not something to fear, it is something to embrace, for it offers us the chance to grow, improve, and reach new heights. Recognizing this truth allows us to move beyond stagnation and start the journey toward a more purposeful existence. The first step in recognizing that change is necessary for growth is to understand that staying the same will not bring us the results we desire. If we continue to do things the way we've always done them, we can expect the same outcomes. Growth requires us to step out of our comfort zones and challenge ourselves to do things differently. Whether it's in our careers, relationships, health, or personal development, we must be willing to take risks, try new approaches, and be open to the possibility of failure. The fear of change often stems from a fear of failure, but failure is not a permanent state. It's a part of the learning process. Embracing change means embracing the idea that failure is not the end, but simply a stepping stone on the path to success. One of the most significant barriers to change is the comfort of the familiar. Even when our current situation is less than ideal, we may resist change because we are accustomed to how things are. It's easy to stay in a job that doesn't fulfill us, maintain a relationship that drains us, or continue habits that don't support our well-being because they are familiar. However, comfort can be a form of stagnation. The longer we stay in situations that don't serve us, the further we get from our true potential. Change may be uncomfortable, but it is also the key to unlocking new opportunities and discovering new aspects of ourselves. When we break free from what is familiar and begin to embrace change, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. Change creates space for new experiences, new people, and new opportunities that we could never have imagined while staying stuck in the same old patterns. Recognizing that change is necessary for growth also involves acknowledging that we cannot control everything. Life is unpredictable, and the ability to adapt to change is one of the most important skills we can develop. While we can set goals, make plans, and work toward our desired outcomes, there will always be things beyond our control. External circumstances, other people's actions, and unexpected events can throw us off course. However, when we recognize that change is inevitable and that we cannot control everything, we free ourselves from the need to be in control at all times. This mindset shift allows us to embrace change with grace rather than resist it with frustration. We learn to adapt, adjust our course, and keep moving forward, even when things don't go according to plan. Another key element of recognizing that change is necessary for growth is the realization that change often requires us to let go of old beliefs, habits, or mindsets. As we grow and evolve, we may outgrow certain ways of thinking or behaving. Old beliefs that once served us may no longer be relevant or helpful as we step into a new phase of our lives. This process of letting go can be uncomfortable, but it is essential for personal growth. Holding on to outdated beliefs or habits can limit our potential and keep us stuck in the past. Change requires us to release what no longer serves us, whether it's an old mindset, a toxic relationship, or a limiting belief about ourselves. Letting go allows us to create space for new growth, new perspectives, and new opportunities. Recognizing the necessity of change for growth also means accepting that growth takes time. We live in a world that often values instant results, and it can be frustrating when we don't see immediate changes in ourselves or our circumstances. However, true growth is a gradual process that requires patience, perseverance, and consistency. It is easy to get discouraged when change doesn't happen quickly, but it's important to remember that every small step you take brings you closer to your goal. Just as a seed needs time to grow into a tree, personal growth takes time. By committing to the process and trusting that change will come, we build the resilience and discipline needed to continue moving forward. The willingness to change also means being open to feedback and learning from others. We don't have all the answers, and sometimes perspective of others can provide valuable insights that help us grow. Feedback from mentors, friends, family, or colleagues can offer guidance, encouragement, and new ideas that we might not have considered on our own. Being open to learning from others is an important part of the change process because it allows us to see things from a different perspective and challenge our assumptions. When we embrace feedback with humility and an open mind, we accelerate growth and develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Another important aspect of recognizing the need for change is the awareness that growth often requires stepping into the unknown. Change can bring uncertainty, and it's natural to feel anxious about what lies ahead. However, stepping into the unknown is often where the greatest growth happens. When we take risks and venture beyond what is familiar, we challenge ourselves to stretch our limits, develop new skills, and discover strengths we never knew we had. The unknown is where we find new opportunities, meet new people, and learn new things. By embracing the unknown, we unlock our potential and create a future that is richer, more fulfilling, and aligned with our true desires. Finally, recognizing that change is necessary for growth means understanding that it is a continuous process. Growth is not a destination, it is a lifelong journey. As we evolve and change, we continue to learn, adapt, and grow in new ways. Every stage of life brings new challenges and opportunities for growth. By embracing this ongoing process of change, we allow ourselves to remain open to new experiences and new possibilities. Growth is not something that happens once and is done. It is an ongoing journey that requires us to remain curious, adaptable, and willing to evolve. Recognizing that change is necessary for growth is a powerful realization that empowers us to step into the future with confidence. Change is not something to fear. It is an opportunity to grow, learn, and discover new aspects of ourselves. When we embrace change, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities, and we allow ourselves to become the best version of who we are meant to be.